What is up, YouTube? I am Last of Gaia. For the, I don't know how many ever times I've been on my friend's channel, I'm back again. This time with this is my deck with Kevin's deck blended together. This is Black-White Life. This deck revolves around early game life gain, and it skyrockets your life total so high your opponent couldn't even fire a cannon. Like, literally, just a cannon full of damage at your face, and you'd be fine. You'd still be with, like, 20 life left. Like, that is how this deck works, and it can accomplish that very easily. And I'm going to show you today how it's done. The land base is probably the simplest out of any deck I've built so far. Well, we have 10 swamps. And we play 13 plains. That is our main source of mana. It's the only source of mana, actually. But you can throw in Caves of Koilos, Temples of Deceit, Mana Confluence, Black Fetch Lands, whatever. I'll begin with a Playset of Soulmender. He's just the best one-drop for the deck ever. He taps to give you life. That's as good as it gets. Then you have 4 copies of a Johnny's Pride Mate. Whenever you gain life, you get some 1/1 counter. So you turn him into a huge threat, and you draw out a removal spell. That's all he does. Or if he gets to hit for damage, he hits for damage. Because in the early game, this deck is a control deck. But when you have your life total at 40, you start swinging out. 3 Sungrace Pegasus just for the flying and lifelink. Probably one of the best creatures in the deck. 2 Master of the Feast because this guy's just fucking huge. He's a 5/5. Nothing gets over that in the air. Nothing! Literally, there's no creature I can think that fights this in the air in standard and will live. It draws out a removal spell. It just does. 2 Wall of Limbs because this guy just keeps gaining counters, and then at the end of your opponent's turn, you go sacrifice. You take like 10, 12 damage because that's all you do is gain life. 1 Erebos just for card draw. And just to stop Obsidian midrange right where it stands, because fuck Corsair Crucifix. And then 1 Resolute Archangel just to get your life total back to 20, just in case you're in an aggro matchup. 2 Font of Vigor, just because you can sacrifice it, and it increases your life total by 7. So, that's good. 2 Crippling Blade as a way to kill Elvish Mystic or to get blockers out of the way. 3 copies of Divine Favor to give ourselves life total, trigger a Johnny's Pride Mate, and it gives our creature a toughness boost to survive. 2 Ulcerate for removal. Losing 3 life is irrelevant, as long as it's not like turn 3. Same with the 4 Sign of Blood. This deck needs card advantage. And so, you use this in Erebos as card advantage. And speaking of Erebos, he can possibly be a creature. It doesn't really matter if he is, because he's just really there to draw you cards. 2 Solemn Offering just to shatter enchantments and artifacts, mostly enchantments, because again, fuck Corsair of Crucifix and its ass. 1 Mass Calcify because screw everything. 2 Whip of Erebos, because I love giving lifelink to my dudes and bringing them back after they die. Resolute Archangel, I'm looking at you. 1 Staff of the Sun Magus and 1 Staff of the Death Magus, because it's a Black-White Life Gain deck, why not? And so, that's it for the deck. There is no sideboard. But I am going to show you a very fun little combo to do with the deck. It's very cool. Let me reset that. Here, I'll put my life total right here. I don't know if you can see this very well, but I'm pretty sure you can tell that says 20. So first your opening play, let me see here. Alright, so let's just say that our opening hand is Soul Mender, Johnny's Pride Mate, Wall of Limbs, Divine Favor, Sign in Blood, and the Plains. This is fine. Now, in order for the combo to go off, you must go second. So your opponent does whatever they does, and you draw. The card you draw needs to be a swamp for this combo to go off. So what you want to do is first, you want to go turn 1 Soul Mender, pass. Again, calculator says 20. At the end of your opponent's next turn, you'll tap the Soul Mender to gain a life, which puts your life total to 21. You untap, and you draw a card. You then play a swamp, and you cast a Giant Spread Mate. Now what you do is you tap to gain another life, and now a Giant Spread Mate gets a counter, making it a 3/3. Pass to the opponent. The opponent passes to you, you untap again, and you draw. You now play a swamp. You then cast Divine Favor, targeting a Johnny's Pride Mate. Not only do you gain 3 life, he gets another counter, tap to gain another life. So now he has 3 counters on him and is a 6/8. You can attack for 6 damage. If he doesn't die, he shouldn't. And then the opponent passes to you. So you untap, and you draw. You play a land, and you tap for the Whip of Erebos. You tap Soul Mender for another life, and you attack for 7. And that gives you 7 life, and that gives your Josh Prime another counter. Now let's mention, your opponent's already taking 13 points of damage so far. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They've already taken 13 points of damage. So when you untap again, you have lethal on the board. So what you do is you draw a card. It doesn't really matter what it is. And your life total is so irrelevant. You cast Sign in Blood. So now what you do is you draw into more gas. My favorite thing to do here is just to drop a Wall of Limbs and just stack counters onto it. But you can just attack with your Giant's Pride Mate, tap your Soul Mender for life, give your guys counters, and just repeat the process. And you do that until either your opponent is dead from the attacks, or your opponent dies from the Johnny's Pride Mate continuously attacking. That is it for the Black-White Life Gain combo deck. That is not the only deck's primary win con. The deck can just also win by having absurdly high life totals. Like that's the 2 ways it wins is by either pulling off the combo or by just making your life total 50 and making your opponent say, "Do you scoop?" You just ask your opponent, "Do you scoop? Do you surrender?" But it's just a fun little deck to take to Friday Night Magic and see how well it does. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. My channel will be in the description below. Please go check it out. I do a bunch of fun stuff on my own channel. Kevin will have stuff uploaded. You know, we'll start doing some rap battles and we'll do stuff. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm Lost of Gaia, and as always, be a better player.